Alright, today we are going to learn how to multiply rational expressions. If you remember how to multiply regular fractions, we look to cancel out first, whether we cancel diagonally or with the top and the bottom, and then we multiply straight across. We're going to do the same method now for fractions and these rational expressions. So just like when we wanted to simplify rational expressions, we first want to factor whatever we can. So I'm going to factor the top, the numerator of my first fraction, and get x minus 3 times x plus 1. The denominator of my first fraction cannot be factored at all, so I'm going to leave that the same. The numerator of my second fraction can be factored out of it with the GCF of x. So I'm going to get x times x plus 4. And then the denominator of my second fraction cannot be factored at all. So step 1 is done. I factored everything. Now I want to look to cancel out what I can cancel out. So again, I can cancel out diagonally, or I can cancel out up and down. So if I look, I have an x plus 3 on the numerator of this fraction and an x minus 3 on the denominator of this same fraction. Diagonally, I have an x plus 1 in the numerator of my first fraction and an x plus 1 in the denominator of my second fraction. This entire first fraction is now a 1, so that leaves me with my final answer of just x times the quantity of x plus 4. So now I want you to try one on your own. Get a piece of paper out. You can write this rational expression down. You are multiplying 3 rational expressions together. Do not get scared by it. Remember, first step always is to factor. So pause this video, try it yourself, and then restart it and we'll go through it. Alright, so hopefully you were able to do this on your own. So again, like I said, the first step was to factor. So when I factored all this, these are all just regular trinomials with a coefficient of 1 for the x squared, so I was able to factor these in my head with the 2 sets of parentheses. So you can check to make sure you got your factors correct. Before I actually do multiply now, I want to look to cancel. So again, I can cancel up and down within the fraction, or I can cancel diagonally. So what do I have that's exactly the same on the top as the bottom? So I see an x plus 5 on the top here and an x plus 5 in the denominator for that one. I see an x plus 7 and an x plus 7. I see an x minus 3 and an x minus 3. An x minus 3 and another x minus 3 there. And then an x plus 2 and an x plus 2. That leaves me with only an x minus 3 in my numerator and an x minus 2 in the denominator. So I'm multiplying all those by 1, and that leaves me with my final answer of x minus 3 over x minus 2. So that's how you multiply rational expressions. Please try the practice ones now on your own. Hello? This is a test. Does this work?